The news updates. Where will Tinubu get money to run Nigeria? That is the big question. Welcome to today's news, and thank you for tuning in to the news. But please do well to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and the bell for more updates. To the news details, please listen carefully to the end. As Nigeria moves closer to the end of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration, amidst severe economic woes, experts have continued to air their views regarding the best way forward for the incoming governments. Top on the discussion is the fuel subsidy conundrum. Most economists believe the removal of fuel subsidies, which is long overdue, will boost the economy, advising that certain things must be put in place first. As it stands, the Buhari administration has failed to remove the fuel subsidy, even though it said it only postponed its removal. According to the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, the government did not suspend plans to remove fuel subsidy, but expanded the committee to involve teams from the incoming government and state governors. While reacting to the impact of sustaining petrol subsidy, the governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, said the federal government may not be able to pay workers' salaries beyond June 2023 without resorting to massively printing money or removing fuel subsidies. Most experts share in Governor Obaseki's worries about the payment of workers' salaries, as well as how the new administration can remove subsidy without increasing workers' salaries to absorb the shock. They are also concerned about the impacts of removing subsidy on the masses. In all these concerns, Paul Alaje, an economist, observed that the real problem Nigeria has is the decision and policy it undertakes. According to him, in economic terms, Nigerians should not be paying for subsidy. Unfortunately, because of policy, decision, monetary, and fiscal, altogether, the Nigerian government is forced to pay subsidy. In 2015, the exchange rate official window was 199. At the parallel market, it was between 320 to 360. If that rate was to hold today, and we are buying PMS between 190 and 195, the truth is that there would be no subsidy. Briefly analyzing the situation on ground, Alaje said, the GMD NNPC said in February this year that the amount government is subsidizing per litre is 202 naira, and that we are consuming up to 66 million. He multiplied the numbers to say that the government is paying over 400 billion per litre. By how much with the valued naira? It's now more than 200 naira, because the official rate as we speak is over 460. So if we had 199 and ensure that we work on this economy, that we don't allow the currency to devalue, are we still going to say we are paying for subsidy? So, who exactly is responsible for the management of the Nigerian economy? Alaje, who spoke during a Rise TV interview, further exposed the inconsistency in the government's handling of the fuel subsidy. He noted that successive governments from Ibrahim Babangida's regime to to civilian, all had an interest in removing subsidy. And during this Buhari tenure, Adams Oshiomhole at one time said there was no subsidy, and later they said there was a subsidy. Also in 2020, the then Minister of State for Petroleum said the subsidy had been removed, and the same GMD of NNPC reiterated that the subsidy had been removed. Today, the government is still paying for subsidies, partly because of policy and other factors. Nigerians should not be made to pay for poor governance and poor economic policy that the government has made in recent times. Reacting to Governor Obaseki's statement, he said, "I've listened to Governor of Edo State comments and also a number of international organizations such as IMF submission about why subsidy should be removed. Officially, we have debt of 46 billion, but there are ways and means, and between 2019 to 2022 alone, the cost of servicing only advances collected from CBN not to pay back was over 4 trillion naira just to service that debt that goes to CBN. 339 billion was used to service in 2019, 912 billion in 2020, 1.2 trillion in 2021, and of course last year we spent 1.6 trillion. Now we have the devil and the deep blue sea. If we go the way of borrowing, the incoming government will receive a debit check from President Buhari for approximately 70 trillion naira. That is not money to build roads, but money Nigeria is currently owning. There are other debts that are projected in this year. So where is the way forward? If we are owing this much, are we saying we should keep borrowing? We have come to the end of the news. What's your view to this? Nigeria is in big debts, and the incoming government is going to meet a lot of debts. How is it going to make Nigeria work despite all these debts? Please share your comments in the comment section. Thank you.